Welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. And the plan tonight is to get into our next dungeon, which is the Stone Vigil. I am currently on the Talk of Coerthas. We have 12 total quests. I think this should go by fairly fast. So let's go ahead and get started. It says Lance of Fury. I think that's who we gotta talk to. I don't know. Horchifant. More reading. Just what I love. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, house for temps included, are either unable or willing to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missive to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were make inquiries of your own. Lady Neen of mine own house for temps, who resides here in the Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also a Krevlin of House Harlington, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of the House of Duradare yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House of the Fortemps. Do not concern yourself with House of Dasmal. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned, and return to me when you are finished. Yeah, I can't wait to get to the next dungeon. I really like to do the dungeons. All this reading stuff, not for me. I need to get into that building. Broken legs. Only half-life. Why, hello, good madame. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I don't know of what you seek. Likely no one of House Fortemps does. For if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will it become of young Lord Francel? Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of the House Harlington have been found guilty of heresy in the recent days. Middle of the desert. Stone Vigil is pretty good. And what is that? I don't know what Stone Vigil is. Ravenlin. Hello, grant me your strength. There must be some way to. Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Harashamat? I want to help. I truly do, but these accusations of hearsay have thrown House Hallinan into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserve our reputation. I probably said that different every single time I read that name. Oh, the next dungeon? Okay. Are you going to be on? Probably, I would guess an hour. It's probably going to take me. Yep, and then I think we got another long time till another dungeon. We got trials, probably 10 after that one. Another trials, probably 15. Oh no, it's not that long. There's a bunch that's coming up. I don't think I'm going to make it to the trials tonight. That's a lot. It's probably 20 something quest. But then there's the Howling Eye, Cape Westward, Castra Merdirum, the Paranthium. All those are like within like 10 episodes or 10 chapters quest, whatever it's called. Let me adjust some things real quick. Kind of, yeah. I'm at, right now, I am currently level 37. And then where I want to get to tonight is at least level 41, which is 12 quests away. Hope I can get to... No, there's no way. There's no way that's going to happen. Sorry, bunch of... It's whenever I access my other screen. Darkens. Yeah, and then there's all the extra stuff, which I think is 3 extra chapters. I thought I was ready to read, but I'm not ready to read tonight. I don't remember how this guy's voice goes. I gather you have been busy since last we spoke. Lord Hafatrad's missive was positively glowing, but if you think that his endorsements is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, madame. The enemies grow bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since the Inquisitor Galamin arrived in Coerthas, countless heretics have been discovered even amongst the elite Ishgardian society. If Lord Hoshaphat wishes to waste his days chasing after a long lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Okay, probably got to go back up north. Territorium's the last for the base game. Oh, the ultimate weapon. Yeah. I probably have at least 2 more episodes till I get to that point. Because that's a lot. Now, if they were to be reading and not making me do all the reading, this would go by a lot faster. By your contentants, I take it you did not learn anything of use, nor did I fear. It seemed the whole of the Coerthas is consumed by this talk of heretics in the High House. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard provide more pertinent information. See, like, that was a lame quest. Waste of my voice. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I received a report that he and 3 knights were seen headed north toward the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravian horde, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Oh, and then we can do this one now. No. It says I'm supposed to be a 47. I'm only a 45. Soon to be 46. So I'm not sure. Soon we could do that one. The last 2 quests are long. Is that the hour-and-a-half cutscene that you're talking about? Oh, I'm trapped. Why was I supposed to do that? Dungeons you can't skip cutscenes on. I had a dead end. Have no clue where I'm going. Probably was supposed to go over here. And my chicken's leg's gonna break. Lost to the dragon head. Oh no, Franzel is hurt. Who goes there, flying? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. You really got hurt from that guy? You're pretty weak, Mr. Franzel. Hello, be praised. You did it. But what of the others, the 3 knights who accompany me, where are they? Saved your life? I heard the beast is cries from over yonder. Then Lord Franzel is safe. Bless you, miss, bless you. Curse those fiends! It's all through. They knew we were coming. I don't want to kill you. Confound it! How are we to redeem House Hillington if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, miss. House Hillington will remember your kindness. Except for you got to remember how to say our name. Whoa, 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 don't be blowing me up. It was foolish things to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate a devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Harlington that yielded the steel vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trials approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be, but even should my procrastination fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Hey, hopefully let us in. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? I see a reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Franzel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witnesses became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance for fear of being seen the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guillemette has conducted his investigation. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association, yours. I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of Draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would please tell me of the incident in the question. So it was found in a locker chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with porters who ferry goods across Coerthas, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Totally don't know how to get out of this castle. I looked right here, there was no door here. And then now it appears. Someone tampering with the shipments? Fury, strike me down. If all them rosaries found in our people's possession were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lass. I'm House Hellerton. Man, through and through. The heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. If I ain't saying the porters were bringing the shipment did it, though I know most of them what work the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it. Could it have been the fellas what were responsible for the inspection? Ha, Ishgardian knights and inquisitors, the lot of them. As if they'd ever turned their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think of it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead with white brim front this eve. You might consider having a word with them. Need voice acting. Somebody talk to me, please. Beg your pardon? You suspect we were porters have been planting Draconian rosaries in the House Harlington shipments? What the nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. We're gonna get jumped. You find Draconian rosary hidden inside. Another one? Three of them? Oh, you in trouble? Are we finished? If so, I appreciate an apology. But that's impossible. Once the knights at the Wimborne front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcel into the wagon myself, and if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Harashafat, I will not be held accountable for this. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more important, what did Rickman have to say? More Draconia Rosaries, every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks that beg your belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempted to sully House Harleton's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand, and praise Harleton that he did Lord Francel's trial upon us, and when we must act now if we are cleared his name. Don't care about clearing his name. Let's get on with the quest. For the first time, I knew it could not be that so many members of the House Harleton were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to the travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to the Inquisitor Brigade. Tell her that the horse for Temps asks, nay demands, that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. Would you go send another servant? What is it, my child? Lord Harashafat would have the Inquisitors do what? But what is not possible, Inquisitor Guillemine presides over Lord Francel's trial at Wittrops even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Hallin's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. They don't have cell phones or something? They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop? This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to the matter of a trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Flying, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillemine in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. It's still so lost in this place. Can't tell. Hail, flying, as you see, Lord Vansel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Battle time. First fight of the night. Jocelyn Carmen Francel de Hilarata, you stand accused of heresy along this holy see of Ishgard. If there aught you will to say in your defense, hear me, brother. These charges are false. The men and the women of my line have ever opposed Eldravians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in the service to the Holy See. Condemned, me and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. Is this what? Hold on, to judge and to speak the truth? Prove your innocence in the eyes of the gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Holland's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their Drachen forms and be put to the sword. In the name of the House of Four Temps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Oh, this guy. Inquisitors, we are come on behalf of Lord Harashafat. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humble request that these proceedings be suspended until such times as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Harashafant has allowed his personnel relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Harashafat arrives flying, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. What you gonna do with your stick over there? Tired of you guys. Nope, no more cure for you. Lancer versus Lancer. Really not even sure who I'm attacking. Yeah. Oh, he was the spy. Here's the proof. It is not our intentions to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others, I fear has been orchestrated by the enemies of the House of Harlantat. Oh, is this that other guy? I don't even know who I'm talking for. They have used you and your fellows to so discard inquisitors, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginations of the desperate man. What proof have you of this? By the fury of Draconia Rosary, then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights? This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Richefant. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel. Oops, wrong guy. Pending further investigations. Who am I now? Am I this guy? I trust you have not lost the sight of that which brought you the Coerthas line. Pray locate your airship and use it. Get out of my face. Lord Freshafet, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation just to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped off your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem the house, Holland. Praise Halon, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, flying. Pray visit me in Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Okay, it looks like we have one more quest for this guy. If I can find what side he's on. Step on your desk. You look well, Flying. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House for Temps and House Halloran shall never forget your service. Now let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. The man with the knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. How quickly the Commoner's opinion changed. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in the Coerthas several days before Calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatory During that period, I recall that a small vessel came from that direction of Gridania and landed near the stone vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have hope of securing it. Though Lord Harashafant is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pay for your success, Fan. Oh, so you've at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations is in order. The Stone Vigil? Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of the House Dundare. I will write a letter to Lord Drilmont of Whitbourne Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys. May Holland guide you. Glad to be out of here. A quest to the next dungeon. Oh, this ain't even the one. Wonderful to see you again, Flying. If there is anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it was once an outpost held by House Halitinone. And the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength and of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durdare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Drilmont. Nevertheless, I will write you a letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The cravens who attempted to destroy House Hallerton have yet to be unmasked, though their plans were foiled. They doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us and towards you now as well. wasn't prepared. I need a drink. Wonder where I would end up if I ran to my refrigerator, grabbed a drink, came back. Stuck against this wall. And that's probably the dungeon we need to go to. But it's not dungeon time. We're probably going to have to do some quests for this guy. It looks like we got Sid coming back for a couple quests. You desire an audience with Lord Trilmont, do you? Ha, I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, and but wishing won't make it so. I got letters. What do we have here? Letters from Lord Horashafont and Francel, is it? A likely... Oh, you're serious. What to do? What to do? Let me in. Your timing could not be worse, traveler. Lord Drillmont's attentions are focused only on the stone vigil at the present time. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letter and show them to Sir Albas. Yes, Sir Albas can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. Check in with that chocobo guy. Since new area, I haven't been here yet. Who am I supposed to talk to? Speak with Owlboys. I see Sid. No Owlboys. Two stories. Down at the basement. Sir Bruner Blade, you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drillmont hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranked knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head chirurgeon stand in. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Are you here to visit a patient, madame? What's this? Letters of introduction from House Vortemps and Harlanette? With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gudeganax. He should know Lord Drillmont's current whereabouts. Wasting time. Send me on a wild goose chase. What's the reason have you barged into? Oh, I see. Well, you're in luck. Lord Dremont is just up these stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. House Dare does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and secondly. Show proper respect, and I shall be returned in kind. Sir Gurnox permitted your passage? Very well, speak. You may wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with Scalinkin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of Fury herself? We are the scions of the Seven Dawn, Lord Dromont. You know our name and you know our deeds. We are come to Coerthas to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex, to the end. We shall seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sid Nod Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive? But that's impossible. Indeed, my lord. Do not deceive by the honeyed words. The foreigners don't know what they're talking about. At the critical moment in Isgardian history, as House Dare marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in White Brim front but 3 mysterious strangers. Sid Garlong, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity, and 2 scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiloquent lives, but I hope that the House Dare would have greater sense. I know why these 3 seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment, I nearly believed this mummer's farce. You 3 will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Dare purges the dragons from the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait any longer. Sid, Flyin, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Drillmont's trust. Understood? Too many people. Just see what's up to the top, because I would hate to go to the bottom and have to run back up. It's got a fat butt. I can't see past that thing. Ding, ding. Oh, won't let me ding. Ooh. A chocobo said that didn't feel good. You last, responsible for the commission upstairs. I, word, travel fast in the white brim front. I gather you still with the to change Lord Drillmont's mind. If there's one thing I learned about the man my time here, it's that he's listened to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Win over the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. How you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using muddy pie tail meat. 'Twouldn't be a quality meal, 'tis true, but it's be a damn sight better than nothing. If you have a mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking muddy pie in Daffinin Pass, and take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens muddy pies by clogging the mucus glands, drying their skin. Okay, just gotta use a key item. He was a little tough. I think I just need to use that key item a lot earlier. I thought we had to lower his life to like the very end and then use it. Am I even in the right spot? That would be a negative. That's why you don't go running blind. It looked like the castle. Need a faster chocobo. Okay, got some tasty toad. It didn't work, did it? Hey, I thought it was an idiotic idea. Oh dear, remind me to never wander near Muddy Pie spawn grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila! Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, haven't you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here and up above. Hasty steak. You there, last. Don't think I didn't see you and Cook and conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it wouldn't be my pleasure to oblige you. Mahaha, yes. I figure invigorated, refreshed, as if I had strength of 10 men and the wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. We ought to at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in these godforsaken wastes. Is that a freshly cooked steak? Holland's blessed upon being upon you, my friend. Muddy puppy meat or no? It's the most delicious food I've had in the fortnight. We must train to maintain our skills at arms, yet never are we to receive proper subsistence. You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate the house Dundare must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing. What good food can do you for morale, eh? But I've forgotten about the hard-working Chichurians at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the halls. Mind taking the steak to Sentona? She doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. Back to being errand girl, back and forth. Beg your pardon, madame, but I am busy working attending to this man. I will be with you in just a moment. Is that? Come to think of it, it's been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. Might I have a word with you, Flying? It concerns the Chichigurians. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help recover my memory, since working with my hands kindles familiar feeling. All I require to complete the device are the cores of the three ice spirits. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of the alchemical mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. This girl's been chilling here the whole episode. Vimama? Okay, just down to the south. One more left. Don't know which one I'm going for. Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. What amazing device, but is it truly alembic, sir? I've never seen its likes before. I too am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I've no idea of how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it as effective as it claims, it will be a great boon to save the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we can save. Even so, I wonder where these three kindly strangers bearing gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Why does that man detest us so? It is all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial. Whatever his reason, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. 3 more till we get to... Wait. 4 more. 4 more quests. To our next dungeon. Yes. No more reading. Before we can pursue Lord Drillmonts to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillemine that we are not his enemy, but just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Coerthas. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of White Brim Front. Share your findings with Almafad in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from here. Hi Connor, how you doing? Yep. More Final Fantasy. Inquisitor Guillemane? Yes, of course, I know him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came from White Britain Front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in the snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate, and at this point we caught sight of a silhouette illuminating by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Guillemane rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, madame, and I hope to one day repay his kindness. Oh, underneath. Inquisitor Guillemane, I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak. Unbeliever, eh? We have learned of your deeds at Witchstrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly scheme you hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. Shut the front door. Talk to me like that. Get a spear up the butt. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbitrators of Halon's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. Under Inquisitor Galamene's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such goodly, righteous man to protect us. In case you haven't yet noticed, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome inquisitor. Sid tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other reason for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you obtain, Flynn. Mayhap they will provide insight into Inquisitor Gillimane's motivation. Brass score gets sold, making some money. Yeah, so I've been making brass score get, bronze score get, brass necklace, bronze necklace. There's like two other or one other set, but two, the brass and copper, and then put those on sale. I've been making so much, we're at 320. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate. Yes, but the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we arrived in Whitburn Front, I seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from the north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Jolowin is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on the mystery. So what I've been doing is, for my dailies, I would make, or I try to get 2 of these or make 2 of everything, sell them onto the market, and then if they're selling good for like a good price, then I'll make a bunch more. So that's where I found out like the brass core gets, bronze core gets really good. I mean, at least for my level, to make $5,000, $6,000. Like I came on today and made 120,000, I think it was. We had like, no, not that much. We had about 60,000. I think it was 57 and then 32. So whatever that is, 89. Not bad. I just got to go the right way. Out the gate. Ooh. Okay, my chocobo's gonna be mad. Not that mad. Kind of beast we got here? A frozen dragon? The air begins to crackle with ether energies. The enemy is still about. Found the Inquisitor. He dead. Should just left him there. Buried him. Oh, he is dead. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I wasn't expecting him that he was going to die there. But I guess that's a good thing. Because he was totally against us, causing us problems. Or is this other guy a fake? Which it could be. And he's really the spy. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Given the contents of the Islo, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Galamine, newly come to Coerthas, and the murderer of the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Since Lord Drillmont has already been turned against us, I fear that this inclinical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might pursue a man so quick to disregard the endorsement of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinion of his knights. If a certain knight were to prove testimonies that supports our claim, yes, mayhap that is the only way left for us. Confront Sir Juliot with the evidence you discovered, and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with in such horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the enterprise. He's a fake. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else that you wanted to ask? The Inquisitor is an impostor. Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He is a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of fury. You would have me believe that is all a lie. If you are so certain that ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sir Pernia. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here myself. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. I do not believe I know you, madame. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handling bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it, not at all. What, do you doubt my words? Anyway, with you, I will suffer your slander no more. You know, don't you, fury take me, I pray this day would come. When Sir Juliet gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Joliet and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they die. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Juliet to the infirmary, and on his first night to Whitburn Front, Inquisitor Guillemine was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized whilst in progression of drinking rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess the Lord Drillmont, wanted to put an end to this madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago I followed the Inquisitors and found that he kept draconian rosaries in the chest hidden southeast at the Windburst front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyrrock Lock. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Arlington, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Alan, forgive me for not acting sooner. Gotta search the grounds right in front. Found him. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you 3 access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. There had better be a good, very good explanation for why you are carrying these rosaries, and where did you find this papal and I don't know what that is. Fury take me, the Inquisitor is a heretic. Never been before have I heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence and your testimony could have no other explanations. I have misjudged you and your friends, Flight, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. Last one, and then we got a dungeon coming up. That thrice damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hells take him and his Dravian allies. I am told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul, whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Lion. Together, let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. All right, so this is where the dungeon's at. Yeah, I was thinking I could probably go more, but I don't think I'm going to go anymore. After this, this will be it for tonight. It's a lot of reading. And there's a lot of going the wrong way. We did. Stuck in the crack. Thought I could make that gap. Back at the castle. Okay, can I go the right way? Came out this door, right? And then all of a sudden I ended up over there. Maybe I went through the back area, thinking it was this door. Oh no! He not odd. Okay, we'll see if Ben comes on. Good to have you with us, miss. When Lord Drillmont arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses, after we were rudely interrupted, if he refuses to go quietly, we need to use force and prepare for the eventuality. You need to tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Helen's halls, only the wicked. But why? Why must I die by all that is holy? I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Halon. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Drillmont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain. I name the heretic murderer of Inquisitor Galamine and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard and to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ah, grave allegations indeed, but you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drillmont, my conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same, you whose hands are black with blood of those who only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade? You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence. Ha! All are complicated in these crimes, for all lives there lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me. Deafened by dogma, are you? If you desire retribution, Lord Drillmont, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravian fang and claw. Dang, these dragons. Aha, they killed the main guy. Mission failed. Okay, when the dragons come, then I gotta take out the dragons first. Dang, these guys are weak. And Dromont too. Dromont over there scaring me. His life was getting low again. My glamour is dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your blast. Ha ha, you may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that I let you live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons will, within the stone vigil, will rend you assured. And when you're dead, white Brimfrost shall fall. Defiant to the last, leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves not better. Flying, I must apologize for involving you in this subordinate business. You should never have been asked to intervene with Ishgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time that you were reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at White Brim Front and bring your associates. All right, good. Ben's getting on. Bound by duty. That's right. I'm not ready yet anyway. So I thought that was going to be the dungeon, but I'm pretty sure this one is because that's what they're blockading. I got in. Where have you been flying, The false inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, his was a tale, always like the end of bloodshed, though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments. I would ask you not to reveal in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once when we have secured the Enterprise. Level 47. Hoffman is eager to enter the stone vigil. As I am sure you will agree, it is past time we enter the stone vigil. Pay Lord Dromont a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow anon. We owe you all the great debt and gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading and Inquisitor Gillimin would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand, but you must understand it seemed too much to hope that the scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of the Master Garlon. Never have I been happier to be proved wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment for your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It is the very least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravians that now hold the ruin? In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers' garrison at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravian foothold in the Coerthas, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change. Oh, how it would change, forgive me, Lord Dromont, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail in any event. We have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathan of your impending visit. May Howland guide you, Scions. Yeah, next dungeon. Oh. So it would be this dungeon here. Not this one. I haven't unlocked it yet. This one to the south, whatever this one is. Going for the gold, level 47. We finally hit a 47. Hail, flying Lord Jomont has appraised me of the situation. You may enter the stone vigil whensoever you will. Stone Vigil, now unlocked, 41. I need to start leveling up my Dragoon. I'm gonna not be strong enough really quickly. Can't see in that mess. Bam! Damn it. Okay, good, I did get hit. Should've. No! Not our healer. Ah, he's back. He is back. Press the wrong button. This guy's got some defense on him. Ouch. Look, it's the Enterprise. Yes, just beyond the enormous sleeping dragon. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare for a launch. Flying, you stay here and keep an eye out on the beast. If it wakes, we need you to provide a distraction until we are ready to depart. You can manage that, can't you? That settles it then. Shall we, Sid? As you command. So you mean to slay Garuda next? Interesting, most interesting. And you are always that her strength greatly exceeds that of the previous primal Coerthas. A testament to fanatical devotions and followers, the Ixal are nothing if not zealous. In spite of your past achievements, I labor to believe that you will be the best for this foe. Yet only fool would underestimate the great bringer of light, slayer of infinite, bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of Vortex, it is you. Win or lose, the battle should at least make for an entertaining spectacle, assuming, of course, you live that long. Afavu the dragon. Confound it. Let us see how well you blasphemous gift serves you this time, Crystal Bearer. Starting the battle without me. Come in and get blasted on. Dragon down. Yeah, that dungeon wasn't too hard. Need some of that white boots and a wyvern spear. Hopefully I get those. Looks like I did get the wyvern spear. Another crystal. No crystals. Oh, there it is. Crystal number 5. One more left we're gonna need. Flying, are you alright? Speak to me. Well, be praised. I fear the beast had injured you. I see now why the others rated you so highly when you were caught in the midst of the etheric bubble with the dragon. I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. I have enough to do already. Which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go and see what he has to say. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yes, I thought I would not be a pleasant ride. Well, I dare say I will be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis the pity the Enterprise is not in a better state, but if she will allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. If all are in agree, let us return to Gdania. Though I would like nothing more than to set course for a halloween eye, it is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must be repaired if we are to proceed with our mission. This is all so familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... it's no use. Let's go. Okay, sounds good. Let me go ahead and turn in this quest. How long have I have longed for more agreeable climate of the 12 woods, yet I will not deny the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Isgardian jaunt proving quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? Okay, next mission is with Sid, but we're going to do that on the next live stream of Final Fantasy. Then it looks like we have about 10 to 12 till our next trials. And then after that, probably another 15 plus to another couple more dungeons. And then it looks like the end of the first game. All right, so let's go ahead. I think I gotta go run over there. Let me make sure I know where we're at. Okay. I'll probably forget. So we're going to Coerthas. That location there. Got a long way to run. A long way. Ouch. And yeah, after this, then we're going to end the live stream. Then they'll give me another 3 more videos I can make for the dungeons. 2 new dungeons and a trials. And then plus on top of all the other episodes I have going, I have content all the way up to Tuesday on uploaded and ready. And that's the Sunday I have 2 a day, so Saturday, Sunday I have both ready, maybe even Monday too. And then Tuesday I just have a single. But we'll have more coming up very, very soon. Like I'm almost ready to start releasing 3 a day because these videos are so short. But I don't think I'm going to do 3 a day because I'm going to run out of content really soon. No, not really. There's so much in this game. Okay, I might die here because I'm right at the level that's needed. Hail, adventurer, wait, do not tell me Nidric sent you. Tell me this, adventurer, do you know the Arium Vale Ernest, its most enticing name? Well, allow me to enlighten you. The cave is rich with sulfur and mithril ore, which through reactions with the groundwater combined to exude golden hued fumes, a beautiful sight that is, until you realize the damn death clouds are burning your chest from within. If you still wish to take your life in your hands, it'll not be the one that stops you, but do try not to get killed. Each dragged even corpse out of Vale to the last be a lifetime. All right, ready to go in. The Atrium Vale now accessible. So we need to make sure that we eat some fruit if we do see any. Or we're going to slowly die. That's me. I'm the newbie. Whoa. Hopefully that's the fruit I needed. Ow! That didn't feel too nice. Oh. Oh. That was close. It's a pretty long dungeon. Should be the end. Smacked up. Would have commended you if you didn't leave so quick. Pass. Pass. GG y'all. All right, let's go ahead, head back to Gudanian. Couple things I want to do before we end this. All right, sounds good. All right, let's see how much money we made. Nope, wrong one. And I just withdrawed some money, like right before the stream. So we made 12,000. And how much did Kaylee make? Nothing. See, copper gorget, brass gorgets. This I had for the quest yesterday, and I just made 2 of them because it's pretty easy to make $9,500 for this one. I mean, we're making some really good money on a lot of these items here. I'm starting to get to know what I'm supposed to craft to sell. So I mean, got some pretty good money. Gonna try to get to that million sometime soon. But I got a bunch of crafting to do tonight, so then I can put this on the market, fill these up. And again, I usually like to craft. So I'll come here and I'll show you. So copper, go down the list of everything, and so I know the choker and the gorgets people like to buy because I think it's part of your guild quest. Ben just hit 1.1 million. But yeah, I think that these items are part of your guild quest. So we can see, there we go, 6,000. I mean, some people are offering 19,000 for this, and it's like, it's really not that hard to even make. So I'm down to even just put it right here, 6,000 to 7,000. I mean, I'm making money off of it. Same thing with the chokers. I have probably the lowest price here. Oh, Vodka went lower than me. But whatever. I mean, I would still end up selling it. Same thing with like the brass ones. So I'll make like quite a bit of these, like as many as like I have time for while I'm just playing around, messing around. I mean, 7,000, I have the lowest price for the 11,000. Not too many people sell it. That's why like I feel like these are like really, really good items, and I'm surprised not more people sell these. Where am I going? Brass choker, come on. See, I need to make some brass chokers because 8,300 is the least, and I'm selling it for like 7,000, and that's why I'm selling out. Making that money, getting up to that million. All right. Okay, with that, this will complete our episode for tonight. We are, let me go ahead and show you my screen over here to see where we are at. Make sure we are on. Are we on? We are on. Okay, we completed here, level 41, the Stone Vigil. And so for our next stream, I would like to at least get to the Howling Eye right here. That's about 10 quests to get to this position. And then probably like battle my way through to try to finish this off. But I hear like one of these is, I'm gonna talk to my brother and see, but I hear one of these is like a really, really long cutscene. So then I might just end the stream right here and then do a new stream with these two and all these. So we'll see when that long cutscene is, but that's the plans for the next couple episodes. And then we will be completed with the first part of the game. There are patches that we need to go through. 1, 2, 3, 4 total, 5 total patches more. 5.5. And then we get into the second part of the game, Heavensworth, which is cool. I'm super excited that we're getting close to defeating the first part of the game. All right, guys, and with that, this will complete our episode for tonight. Hope you guys all have a great day and a good night tonight, and we will see you on our next video. Bye, guys.